Welcome to the fourth Ashes test in this series where I am trying to play as Steve Smith and try to win the series for Australia. We lost the first two games and then a strong comeback in the third, but from now on every game is a must win. England win the toss, bowl first, and once again this is not a day-night game, but it looks like the sun is setting. I have no idea what's happening. And let's go. Oh my god, I just left a straight ball. With each passing game, I get more defensive and more defensive. The first game was somewhat attacking, then the second I start blocking, the third was a total block fest. And this game, I am planning to block even more. Look at that, nicely tossed up Jack Leach with the turn, and that will be my first run. Anderson really getting that ball to swing with his signature outswingers, but I am not touching any of those balls. Time is also not a factor in these test matches. We have been getting results in every test match, and the game is just done by day 4, day 5 first session maximum. So it doesn't matter how long we bat. The strike rate is just irrelevant. We can bat for as long as possible because we have barely seen any draws in this game, and especially in this series every single game has had a very decisive result, and the games haven't lasted for the entire 5 days either. So 3 of 10 is perfectly fine. Broad and Anderson are working together again. What a beautiful ball that was. Broad once again is too quick, and he's bowling no balls as well in an attempt to bowl even faster. That was probably an unplayable ball though. And once again he goes with that line with a length slightly fuller, so easier to block. Oh god, Broad is quick though. I don't know what it is, the ball just skids through, and almost on every ball I'm late. And slightly shorter, a front foot pull and 1 run. Yeah, the best place to be is on the non-strikers end when Broad is bowling. Jack Leach comes in as well. First day wicket. He's not going to trouble me all that much. Let's hope he doesn't change his pace all that much. Yeah, if he bowls like that, no problems. On the leg stumps there. A loose delivery, but a deep square leg has been placed, so we can't put that ball away. Labuschagne, being the very clever batsman he is, he's just giving me strike whenever Broad is bowling. And there we go. That's my strategy. Whenever I'm facing Broad, I am running to the other end like my life is depending on it. Come on, don't give me strike. I just will face Leach on the other end and you can face Broad. Shot, and Broad gets the edge, but Labuschagne gets the boundary. An even battle here of bat and ball. I don't know why Anderson is so easy to play in this game. In real life, I think Anderson is a better bowler than Broad, at least in my opinion. But in this game, Broad is about 10 times as hard to play. 6 of 18. So we are maintaining our strong strike rate of 33. Now it's getting worse. Shot. That's a new shot there. Look at that back foot glance type shot there. And that's the first time I've seen that in Cricket 22. They are adding some, I think these are Cricket 24 shots that they are adding into Cricket 22. That's literally the first time I've seen that shot. 6 of 22. They are not giving me any loose deliveries, nothing to drive, nothing to flick, nothing to pull. Look at that, pitched on off stump and just moved and moved and moved. And Broad, just one delivery to go. Let's just survive here. I'm playing like a night watchman. Not looking to score, I'm just looking to survive. A relatively easy ball to put away, and I can't score a single of that. So not in the greatest of form. Jofra Archer comes in. Let's see how hard he is to play. That's a nice half volley there, driven up the middle. That ball actually went from the bat at a pretty good speed. As soon as I hit it, I knew it was 4, and there we go, the first boundary. I think that was the first half volley as well. Driven through covers for 4. That was satisfying. And Archer gives me an even better gift, a full toss on my pads. And why is that ball stopping? I mean, the mystery of this of balls in Cricket 22 continues. Full toss, nicely timed on the pads. Steve Smith's stance is already designed to play one shot, and that's the flick. Now he goes straighter as well, and he is not bowling as well as the other two. Archer once again a full toss, a lovely off drive, but couldn't get the placement there. There we go, that is the shot of the innings. I don't care if I get to 100, that is probably going to be the shot of the innings. Back foot punched, a bowler who's bowling well above 145, and a beautiful punch through mid wicket for 4. Now Archer goes full, over correction. The last ball was 2 straight and 2 short. This time 2 full and 2 wide. That fielding is just atrocious. The sun is just out and the ground is lit up beautiful as ever. Look at those shadows. 44 run partnership between the two trustworthy number 1 and number 2 test batsmen. I mean, seriously, now this game just looks beautiful. And Stokes as well is a dangerous bowler. So far in this series, Stokes and Broad have troubled me the most. But Leach has got me out the most number of times, so logic doesn't really work when I'm playing. And there we go, a full toss, and I think I've timed that well enough. Nope, I haven't. And Stokes is once again back with his natural angle, letting the ball come back into the batsman. I could probably flick him a lot more if I stand across, but you know what, let's just I'm just trying to survive here. That's it. Look at that, short and wide, even a little bit of bat, and that should have flown away for 4. We started off this inning struggling. Now we have found just a little bit of fluency, not a lot, but still getting better with each ball. And look at that, that pitch just looks beautiful to bat on. England won the toss, chose to bowl first, then their own country betrayed them. The sun comes out, the pitch is just brown, there's literally not a single grass on the wicket. Stokes another half volley, and once again, not the greatest of timing. 35 overs gone, 121 for 2. Jack Leach is back on. So far, he's been pretty easy to play. At least I won't struggle. I'm not scoring against Jack Leach either. I'm not scoring against anyone. That's a nice on drive. A mid-wicket drive. Almost a run out as well. I do tend to play some really stupid shots against Leach. Look at that, nice in-swinger, but flicked beautifully, whipped off the pads. Could have probably run too, but suddenly fielders in Cricket 22 have become better at direct hits from the deep. Now we just need to keep batting. We have had a few starts in this series, 30s, 40s and 50s, but nothing big. Seriously, Leach is so much easier to play than the other bowlers here. I would love to play against him, and that's it. Slightly quicker. Leach almost gets me napping there, but still got the bat in time. And now a slower delivery. I say Leach is the easiest bowler, and then he just bowls 2 beautiful deliveries. This was a top spinner. Bounced a little bit more, turned a little bit more, and of course it was slower as well. The last one was a quicker, almost arm ball that was aimed for the stumps. That was a brilliant over there from Leach. Deserved a wicket. Anderson coming from around the wicket. This is as easy as test match cricket can get. And I still can't run 2s. Why are batsmen suddenly so slow? Maybe I should cover the stumps in play. He is coming from around the wicket. That flatter ball is getting me nervous, that's for sure. Now they even have a silly point. Slightly straight, and I think I've got Labuschagne run out. I mean, I think we should have made it. I don't know what happened there. Labuschagne was unusually slow. I didn't time that ball well either, and he's got to go for 53. All because of me. I already played that ball too early, so I was thinking about that, because even slightly earlier and that would have been LBW and I would have been the one to go back to the pavilion, but because of Labuschagne's great luck, I got some bat on it. I ran a single, or attempted to run a single, and got him run out. Now that should be an easy 2. Not even an easy 2, that's barely a 2 there. Anderson's in-swingers are not working for him. I am able to flick those deliveries. Now that was a good ball. And played it early, but I'll get off strike. Now I have to face Leach. No, I don't have to. Travis Head starts off in trademark fashion. 5 of 4. He's not backing down. I scored 5 runs after 30 deliveries, but he does not waste any time to start scoring. We still need to at least score about 200 runs minimum. Get to 350, I think that's pretty good. So this is an important partnership here. Only 2. Anderson continues to come from around the wicket. And he's just giving me easy runs. That is all. There's literally no way you can get out to that ball. That is pitching outside the leg stump. So LBW is out of the question. A 1 in a million dismissal, like look at how slow. Like Harry Brook, where it hits my pad, then comes onto the stump. That's really the only way he can get me out, but he's still continuing to come from around the wicket. Now Leach is coming from around the wicket, but this is a lot more dangerous, because one ball is the straighter one that just does not turn, so I can't leave anything in peace. Look at that. That ball, once it goes out, and the next time it comes in, so I can't leave that ball at all. I have to play at almost every single thing. Now they have an open field. Why do they want me to take a single and give strike to Travis Head? He's a left-hander. He's probably going to slog sweep you for 6. Not a good idea. I think this is a good pace. If it's a good ball, I'm defending. If it's a bad ball, I barely run 2. That's the strategy we are going with. This is seriously beautiful conditions. Driven with the spin, almost inside out. That is as good a shot as you can get. Almost for 4, and no, it won't. We'll come back for 3. They are making me run, that's for sure. Look at that for a cover drive. Pitches on off stump. Trust the ball to turn. I don't know if that's a good idea. And just drives it. Ooh, Anderson goes for that big booming outswinger. Gets what he wants. Gets the edge. But it's just Smith's lucky day. It goes between third slip and gully. Look at that. There was a nice full juicy delivery. Tempting the batsman to drive. Gets the edge. There's only 2 slips. Not even a third slip. Maybe third slip could have put a Superman dive and caught that. But still, whenever Anderson has bowled outswingers, he's been excellent. He's either made me play and miss, or made me block and block, or even got the edge. But when he bowls the in-swinger, it's just too easy to flick. Now at least he's coming from over the wicket. Let's see which way the ball is going to move away. That's too short. A rare bouncer there from Anderson. And now he's gone back to the outswinger. 5, I think, outswingers in a row. And why wouldn't he? But he still only has 2 slips and a gully. Maybe one more guy there would help. Look at that. Perfect delivery. Beautiful. Leach is leaking runs. I don't know how, because I have barely scored of him. But I think Travis Head has been scoring. And now Leach gives me a rare loose delivery. With no deep square leg, no fine leg. That's a boundary. Drifting onto the pads. No real variation there. Easy pickings. 11.4 overs, 55 and no wickets. I don't know why he has bowled 11 overs on day 1. Look at that straight delivery, but it didn't come back in. If it had come back in, I probably would have been in trouble. And now once again on the pads, but this time protection there. If not, that would have been another sweetly timed boundary. Broad comes back in, who has absolutely made me look like a fool with a bat. Almost every ball is a struggle. Scoring a single run is a miracle. And I get a inside edge. I went for a cover drive, ended up being an off drive. And that will give me 3 runs. Oh, will get me run out. No. Direct hit and it would have been gone. And look at how close that ball was. Oh, another feet and I was a goner. Very, very patient innings. 88 deliveries. Now, these last 2 overs is where I've started scoring, and that should be 50. We'll come back for 251 of 89. Yeah, starting to score, and that's a little bit too much for 50. But still almost all around the ground thanks to that one edge. I've even scored to third man. We've been scoring at a very good run rate, 3.84. It's no baseball, but it's still pretty good. Oh, saw that flew full length delivery. And I just wanted to drive it so badly. It was too early. Got too excited there. Thankfully, the ball wasn't on the stumps. Leave that. Now Broad is going for the in-swinger, but he's coming from way away. So, no chance of flicking that. I don't know what I'm going to do if he... look at that. I just have to block 185 for 3. We are on top here though. If we can bat these 90 overs on day 1 and lose only like 1 or 2 more wickets, we will like be on top. And we need to be on top. We need to win this test match and the next test match. So we had to win 3 matches in a row to win the Ashes. We won 1. And this is the second one and it's looking good. If we win this match, it will be 2-2 and the final test match will be a banger. So we just cannot lose this test match. Goes to full but doesn't get punished. Oh, that was not the right ball to drive. I should have left that alone. I need to be careful driving good length deliveries because all it takes is 1 ball, 1 edge and I'm back. And 100 balls of hard work is gone. Full, but Archer is slightly slower in this match. He's bowling at 145 but feels a lot slower as well. So I need to be careful. Broad. Man, every time I see Broad, I just want to block, run, get to the other end. And we'll do exactly that, but barely. I mean, I wanted to get to the other end so badly. I almost got myself run out. 3 for 200. This partnership is also growing. Archer, there we go. Booming in swinger. Basto is standing on about outside the wide line. So that ball did move, swing a lot. On the pads around the wicket, not a good idea. Flicked and only 2 or 3 maybe. 3 at most. Can I come back for 4? Now they are even throwing to the right end. What is happening to the players of Cricket 22? They are starting to act like humans. 54 overs gone, 208 for 3. We're off to a good start, but we need to convert here. Broad is bowling well though. There, on the pads, on the hips, almost too short, too straight, and still only 1. Whenever we do get bad deliveries, I'm not being able to put them away for 4. All I can get is max 2 runs. We need to change that. Whenever we get a bad delivery, that ball needs to go to the boundary. Leach comes in, who started off pretty easy to play, but now he is very threatening. Look at that, nicely played. Through mid-wicket, that should be an easy 2. That's actually a pretty big gap there through mid-wicket. I don't want to laugh, but maybe I can try to place that ball there and try to get a boundary, but no, once again, not as well timed, but I'll still get 2, so not unhappy. He's gonna come from the same angle. Now I'm covering all of my stumps, mainly looking to play on the leg side. Yeah, much straighter. That's really well played, and that ball is traveling 4. That ball picked up speed. It initially didn't look like it was going for 4, but then the timing took over and it went for 4 with ease. And Leach slows things up. He gets hit for 4 on a flatter delivery. The very next ball, tossed up, slow, outside the off stump, changes everything up, but now goes back to a straighter line. Yeah, this has been a comfortable over for me, to say the least. I've been able to score and I've not been in trouble at all. Look at that, easy as you like. I'll take a single, maybe 2. Nope. He's been probably their second best bowler. Now he's gonna try some outswingers. His first spell, he was coming from wide of the crease and just bowling in swingers, good length in swingers, trying to knock my off stump out. Let's see what he does. Now he's not looking to swing the ball back in. That was an in swinger, but well away from the stumps. 68 or 118. A patient innings, but still runs have just recently, very lately, started to come, because I started off very slowly, then maybe took a few singles here and there, but the 2s and boundaries have started to come in the last like 4 or 5 overs, but I still have to be careful. Stokes almost beat me with sheer pace. He went full, he went quick. That was almost a junior cricket ball, where he just tried to bowl as fast as possible and just aim it for the middle stump. It usually doesn't work in international cricket, but it almost did a couple of balls ago. I've been positive this over, but still only 3 runs of it. Now Leach has someone at deep extra cover, so he's probably going to bowl outside the off stump. No, you can't bowl that straight. I wasn't ready, or I probably could have flicked him for 4 there. Yeah, that's the line he needs to bowl with this field. He has 2 slips as well, so anything off the edge and I am gone. And even if I middle it, I get 1 run. An excellent field for a slow left arm bowler here. But he's bowling flatter into the pads. I don't know what is going on. It was not a ball that you'll bowl with this field. And I'll get 2 runs, 2 easy runs there once again. Leach has not been bowling as well these last 10 deliveries. That will be the end of this session. Which session is it? That will be the end of session number 2 on day 1. We have batted 2 sessions, lost only 3 wickets, and in that session I don't think we lost a wicket, right? Back to a traditional field, 1 deep fielder on the leg side, 1 on the off side, so he can bowl wherever he wants and not get punished. But it's still, singles are easy. First, let's just get to that 100. This first 100, the first 100 of this series. Still 26 long runs away, and with balls like that I could probably get there a lot faster. Full outside the leg stump, begging to be flicked, but still only 2 runs. And once again Stokes this time gives me a full toss outside leg stump, and thankfully this time I accept that gift and put that awful ball away for 4. These last 3-4 overs, England have not been at their best. Now another full delivery, but of no use to me. Leach and Stokes both have been giving me some easy deliveries to put away, run some easy 2s. And that's why I have raised to 80. Yeah, that's the line in length that will get them wickets. And again, what is going on? You're not bowling to a left-hander, my man. That would be a almost unplayable ball for a left-hander, but for a right-hander that's probably the worst thing you can do. Leach has started to bowl a lot more flatter. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad. Now on the pads, but the placement is not there. I was confused whether to go for mid-wicket or fine leg, and then played right to square leg. Our run rate for the first time I think has gone above 4. And we haven't lost any wickets either, only 3 gone. England will be starting to sense some doom here. Because if we start playing like this for another 1 or 2 sessions and a misfield there as well, can we come back for 2? Maybe, maybe not. We'll make it. Wow, Travis Head there, very quick. If we bat for another session or 2, England will be way behind in this game. Look at that. Travis Head has hit 2 sixes as well. And he's looked so positive. Everything in front of square. Only one scoring shot has gone behind square. He's hit 2 sixes to long on and long off as well. He is just playing like it is a limited overs game. And I am playing like this is a 50-day game. So the perfect combination. The perfect partnership. Now even I am starting to score by some miracle. Thanks to England's horrible bowling. Oh, that was quick. But I think I got some bat on it. And even if I didn't, it probably would be a little too high. Come on, take the review and waste it. Nope, they don't. I don't think they've taken a single review in this entire series. 66 overs gone, 3 for 263. Archer is coming back into the attack once again. And starts off with a wide loose delivery. And I think he started to bowl cutters. I think the first one will turn like it was an off spinner. Now this was probably a leg cutter. Let's see what he goes for next. Yeah, that looked like a swinging normal delivery. But the first 2 deliveries, I think they definitely were cutters. 90, only 10 runs to go. I mean, it took 4 test matches, but I think we will finally get to 100 here. And I think that should probably run away. No, it won't. 3, maybe 2. Only 2 runs. That is just bad. 3 test matches. I've got some starts, but this is the first time I am closing in on 100. I seriously do not want to mess this up. Archer goes full. A nice whip towards mid-wicket, but short mid-wicket is up to the task of stopping that ball. It was actually a good ball to just whip through the mid-wicket and was timed really well. Just that one fielder. That was a certain boundary there. Let's just try to rotate strike. Why is it so hard to do that? I'm just stuck on this end. With Archer bowling off cutters, leg cutters, swinging the ball both ways. He is giving me about 2 or 3 half volleys every single over. Another one there, and this time I'll settle for just 1. I think I could have run 2 there, but no need to risk it when you're 271 in 68 overs, scoring at a run rate of 4. You do not need to take even the slightest bit of risk. Broad, this is a good pair of Broad and Archer, both bowling at pace, both bowling well, but Broad is going to be the better bowler. That's always going to be the case. Look at that, every single ball is right up there. You just have to play at it, and the slightest mistake means you are walking back. That pitched exactly at the same spot, but one came back in and one went out. Broad really, I mean, 14 overs, 57 runs. He should have probably picked a wicket by now. He still hasn't, and close, but we'll make it. Barely. That's like the 3rd time I have barely made a run. Look at that, 212 minutes. What's that? 3.5 hours of batting. But still, we've got to 94. And Travis Head goes. Oh, just when we were looking. Oh God, is that out? That looked out. That was straight. Why is that not out? And I'm pretty sure there's no pad on it, because then it would have been out as well. They review it? They don't review it. That looked out on first glance. Let's see. That ball is shiny for some reason. Look at that. Okay, hits me outside, and the ball was going towards leg stump as well. And that's a magical alien take there from Bairstow. There's no way that is a 71 over ball. Look at that back foot punch. There's nothing I could have done to that ball. If I'd played on the front foot, I'd probably gotten out. slows things up. I am just happy to take a single and play a fast bowler who bowls at somewhat the same pace. This guy is varying his pace too much. 2 balls to go and 1 gone. I mean, ever since this innings began, all I'm trying to do is just survive and somehow still score 95. Look at that. Good delivery, good pace as well. That quicker one is probably going to be the one that's going to get me out. Leach this time comes from over the wicket. Much safer angle. If he pitches outside the leg stump, I'm going to kick it away. Look at that. That ball went off the pad, but that was not the intention. I tried to drive him through mid-wicket. Missed it completely. I want to get to that century as well. That angle will bring first slip into play. Let's see if we can find an edge. Let's see if I can drive him through mid-wicket. Let's see who's going to get the upper hand. So far, no one. 3 balls. Both batsman and bowler have been cautious. No runs, no wickets. And he gives me a little bit of room on the offside. Punch straight to wide off. I'll take a single inch towards my 100. Another 4 runs required. Let's see if Archer gives me a nice half volley to drive or to flick. Where's he gonna go? He's go straight, and that was an off leg cutter, I think, as well. Archer, what is his obsession with cutters suddenly? 4 for 286. We are in a good position, but we can collapse like that. We need to see 400 on the scorecard. Bat onto the pad. For the entire series, they have not had a short leg to me, and they would have probably got me out 25 times if there was a short leg present, especially against fast bowlers. Now ball short, punched off the back foot towards mid-wicket. This is proving to be a very safe shot, and I'll come back for 2. Cameron Green with his long legs runs back. 99 and skiddy. That ball skidded, almost beat the keeper as well. He almost let that ball go through between his legs. Let's see on the pads and flicked. And there we go, finally an Ashes 100. It took me 3 tests and an innings, but we finally get there. And 179 balls, 236 minutes, 4 hours of batting. Of just patient batting. We have started to score runs, but still we are only scoring at what, 56 or something. Strike rate. Now no one at mid-on, no one at long-on. If I can just chip it over silly mid-on's head, that's 4. That ball pitched outside the pitch, and even then I tried to drive it for some reason. Look at that wagon wheel, almost everywhere. Nothing really behind the square on the offside, except that one edge of James Anderson of that lovely, very tempting outswinger that he bowled. Leach is suddenly starting to bowl short. I think he wants me to pull him out of the ground. I would do that if I could. And again whipped. Our most productive shot, the whip off the pads or the hips, that has given us countless singles and countless doubles and a few boundaries as well. Now they have a short leg. Now if he bowls nice and quick onto my hips, I think he could take my wicket. Look at that, almost stayed there. He bowled very fast onto my pads. Thankfully no bat on it, no stump on it. And there we go, finally a good confident cover drive that goes, at least clears a 30-yard circle. It'll get me only 2. This field has gaps all around it. The thing is, I have to take some risk to find them. I could cut him, I could probably cover drive him, but all that involves a little bit of risk. And now they've taken a new ball. Broad is gonna get it straight off. He's already very quick with the old one. Let's see how quick he is with the new one. Pretty quick, but up to the task there, at least on that occasion. He has a short leg, which is getting me nervous, because even in this innings, about 3 or 4 balls I'd have gotten out if there was a short leg. I have considerably slowed down after scoring my century, which is exactly the opposite of what happens Batsmen usually score a century, start scoring freely, but I on the other hand scored my century, then I have struggled and struggled to score these 4 runs. I think it has taken me about 20 balls. Archer is coming around the wicket to give me a few gifts here. Look at that. Gift number 1. And I refuse to accept anything. And another inside edge and another close call. And once again we barely make it. All that trouble for 1 run. Runs have kind of dried up, at least when I am batting. Cameron Green has just rushed to 28. Look at that. Comes around the wicket, gets the leading edge, but no one at short cover. Marking the guard outside the crease, even though I'm standing well inside. In fact, almost both my feet are inside. Shot, finally, shot pulled. Easy as you like for 4. Much needed boundary there because we have been struggling for some time. We have scored 100, but it is definitely not enough. Our team is at 323. If we play well, we will be well ahead in the game. And not only that, England just cannot win from that position if we bat really well from now on, because we still have 6 wickets in hand. We can score for as long as we like. We can bat. Barely 1 day is done, not even 1. Another 7 overs left. We can bat 2.5 entire days and just look to bat once even. But for all that to happen, we need to not lose wickets, which is not looking all that easy at the moment. Another 3 overs left in the day. A very good day. We've probably won all 3 sessions. That is, if Archer doesn't bowl an extraordinary spell here and he takes like 2 wickets. The entire day will go from Australia's to a somewhat even day. We solid run rate 3.78. I think I have batted for 2 sessions, 2 whole sessions at least. Pulled away, and that should be an easy single. Yep, he has taken a wicket. He's bowled relatively well, only 48 runs for 15 overs, just about 3 runs an over. But England need wickets, so this game is just moving away from them. And what is happening? I think we didn't even go out, but we came back in. So I guess that will be the end of day 1, and this is the first ball of day 2. Safely played. I cannot tell which day it is by the weather. Look at that. It looks like it is about 7 or 8 in the evening, and this is 9 in the morning. Full toss. Missed it completely. Should have given that a real smack, and that ball should have been outside the extra cover boundary by now. Archer gives me something there. Gives me a very bad delivery, but that extra pace just does not give me any chance to do anything about an awful ball. Even the slightest bit of bat, and that's 4. Nice amount of bat, and that would have been out in the stands. 114 of 227. I am batting just under a strike rate of 50. Just like one more dot ball, and I'd be exactly at a strike rate of 50. Let's see what he bowls. And yes, it will be 114 of 228. I have slowed down so badly since I've scored 100. These 14 runs have taken like 60 deliveries. Driven nicely as well. Very well timed. But Archer has his fielders at the right positions. Short pull in front of square for 1 run. 149.4 Ks. Only Broad is sometimes breaking that 150 barrier. Now they have a somewhat one-day field, minus the short leg. There we go. Once again, the leg stump stops a certain boundary. At least I'll get 1 and get off strike though. Just going at an express pace. 60 deliveries, 49. He might just lap me. And 1, and can I come back for 2? No, I cannot. Remember, England won the toss and chose to bowl, and because of that decision, they're probably out of the game almost. They need a special batting effort from this position to win. They need to first bundle me out very fast, at least under 450. Then they need to come back and just bat out of their skins to even have a chance. You can say this game was almost decided at the toss. And another quick run, and once again I'll make it. I have been very lucky or very quick, I don't know which is true. Full toss, and even then cannot find the gap, but I'm using all of my luck. How many times have I gotten through for a single when there was barely one? Oh, look at that. That's probably the worst ball you can bowl with a field like this. No one deep on the leg side, and he bowls it there. And I, being the idiot, don't even put that away for four. I should have probably lofted it. Oh, Cameron Green is gone and Alex Carey is here. 5 for 368. What is happening? Come on. We have to bat for a little while longer. 400 is not enough. That was so far away from my body. Tried to drive it, got some bat on it, and got one run for all my efforts. Stokes is bowling quick, but his direction is completely wrong. He is appealing, but that's not hitting any stump unless he plants another slump on the left of the leg stump. But Stokes is beating me with pace, so I have to be early. Let's just try to be second too early this time. Look at that, perfect. But even then I was probably a little late. What is happening? Anderson bowls it short, but like so much of this innings, I hit that ball straight to the fielder. No matter how few fielders are there on the ground, I somehow managed to hit it straight to them. Very few boundaries, especially for scoring 123. Look at that. Got that ball, reached for it and connected it way outside the off stump, and somehow I managed to hit it straight to fine leg. I could have literally hit it anywhere on the leg side and gotten 4 for it, but nope. But still, I have been very lucky when it comes to runouts, when it comes to LBWs, but now I'm scoring at below a strike rate of 50, slowing up more and more as I progress through my innings. 124, but this does not feel enough. We need to bat for a little while longer at least. Hit it straight to the man and we'll sneak in a run. Go running. Throw to the other end and it would have been gone. Alex Carey has faced 48 balls. Wow. And scored 21. He's not giving me all that much strike, I think. That's been flicked away as well. This time I think I should be able to run 2. I think I will make it, but very close once again. Running has been great because I'm not out yet. But there have been so many close calls, so many near heart attacks that I can't take anymore. Look at that flick. Fine, very fine. This should be easy. A 2 or 3. I'll probably run 3 this time. Yep, easy. Almost got a boundary for that as well. That shot makes me so nervous. He goes away from the stump like a tail-ender who's afraid of the ball, then tries to drive it, but every time it looks like I'll miss that ball. But so far it hasn't gotten me out. We have finally reached 400 and we've lost only 5 wickets. We are in the greatest of position, but we can just make this game unwinnable for England if we play well for another 20-30 overs minimum. Look at that. On the up, straight drive. Come on, give me at least 2 for that. What a good shot that was. Leach comes back with a more open field. Now he has one guy in mid-wicket. I lofted shot. I don't know why I keep trying that from time to time. I don't even think and play a lofted shot. It just automatically happens. We are very close to 500, which is almost unheard of for a first inning total in England. Leach, what was that? Was that a doosra or something? The ball turned sharp, came back in. Thankfully, he was ready to play on the leg side. Still not satisfied. As soon as I cross 150, I'll probably look at 200. If we can get to 200 though, that's still a long way away. 63 runs. That will take me at least 120 balls. And by then, Australia might just declare, and I'm not even the captain, so I have no control of that. They might just declare after this over, who knows. That would be a stupid decision, but that might happen. Because if we bat on, we can make sure we even only bat once. That's how we win test matches. Take 20 wickets. We don't need to bat twice. We just need to bowl twice and get them all out twice. And Leach has stopped bowling any off spinners. Now he's just getting the ball back in. Look at that. That ball raced to the boundary. The fielder had to cover only 10 or 15 meters, but he had absolutely no time to do anything about anything. Now tosses it up, but quick. That ball scared me, that's for sure. And run out number 2 for the day for me. There goes Alex Carey, who's our last batsman. And in the heat of the moment, I was nervous. I wanted to get off strike because that was such a threatening ball. Now Stark comes in. Where's Cummins? Why is Stark ahead of Cummins? And now I am playing a nothing shot. Literally nothing shot. The field is open, so now I think my strategy is to get as many 2s and as many 4s as possible. And my strategy is also, step number 1 in my strategy is to touch the ball. That's too high. That's probably bat and then pad. Why are they even talking? If you can get to 500, job very, very well done. Stark has those long limbs and he'll get 2, but throw to the right end and a desperate dive, and I'd probably be in even with a direct hit. Now a straight drive. Once again, I could probably run 2. This is sometimes the easiest time to bat when the field is spread out. You can just get 2s from everywhere. You can score the on boundary. Singles are just as easy as anything. Now I'm playing late cuts. I don't know why I'm doing that. I need to keep strike as well. 1 ball for Stark. Just don't do anything stupid. Do not get out. Do not take a single. And he does all that. Oh god. What? Wow. Wow. No coordination whatsoever. That looked like a number 11 trying to drive a ball against Shoaib Akhtar. I'm just trying to get 2s, trying to not time the ball very well so I can get 2s. See, when I try to play the ball well, I get only 1. Now Stark has to manage 4 deliveries. I did not trust him for that. He gives me strike on the last ball. Why did he do that? Now I need to take a single. He ball's full. Yeah, easy. I still have like 9-10 fielders on the boundary line. Singles are everywhere. Doubles are also everywhere, almost everywhere. Boundaries are very hard. That will be the end of what? Session number 1 on day 2. We have batted for an entire day, I think, and scored 148. Let's see, 150, almost up, I think. Yep, that should be 2. Come on, run hard, Stark. Oh, that might go for 4. It won't, but we will come through for 2. 150 of 288 balls, 416 minutes, and a strike rate of 52 with only 8 fours. That's it. We've just run and run and run for those 150 runs. Leach is bowling his 27th over. This is the first innings. They're really making him bowl. Now my strike rate is going up a little bit because of the spread out field. Need to make full use of this. The target was 500. Let's just get that. We get to 500. We get them all out for 400 in the first innings. Maybe thing I'm looking to do is only batting once, or even if you bat twice. Look at that for a wagon wheel. Everywhere. Now it is everywhere. So even if you bat twice, the target should be under 100. Maybe we can even get them following on. Look at that. Edge, but does not matter. Only 1 slip and only 1 other fielder in the entire ring. I literally cannot give anyone a catch even if I wanted to. easy as you like, but the amount of fitness you require for this, for the amount of twos we've taken, no human can do that. Inside edge, can we come back? Yep, easy. Having Stark as a partner is very good because tall players in Cricket 22 are automatically the fastest runners. So having a tall partner is a very big bonus, especially when he's a tail-hander. I do not want to give him strike, I just want to take twos. I try to play attacking shot along the ground, that's why that ball went like that. I'll get 2 for it. I was aiming for that straight side screen boundary. We still have got 8 runs of this over, no risks, no boundaries either. That's been whacked. Slightly back of the length, that has been whacked. It's still well fielded, we'll come back for 3 still. And Broad goes full. Can we come back? No, this time we cannot. Hit that ball a little too hard. What an innings this has been. It has not felt like 167. Because we've been just trying to survive. But suddenly, you look at the scorecard and you're at 167. And 460 as well. Another 40 runs and we'll be above 500. 500 runs. How are they even imagining to get back in this game? There's literally no way they're gonna score 600-700 runs. They're never gonna be ahead in this game unless a big miracle happens. And hit straight, but this time I am happy with a single. I will keep strike for the next over. 123 overs gone, 7 for 465. They have a very offside heavy field. Broad, for I don't know, the 99th time in this innings, beats me with pace. Now they are back to the 10 fielders on the boundary line field. Can I come back for 2? I think I can easily actually. There we go, an easy 2. Stark is ready for running a 3 there. Full on the path, but I decide to play an inside out off drive. Stark is always up for running 2s. He's probably the quickest partner in this innings. Green was quick, but Stark is just Usain Bolt with pads and a bat. The only area where I can score a boundary is probably over mid-wicket. But I don't know. That does not seem worth the risk. Strike rate is improving almost. Oh, that was a chip shot straight down the ground. With shots like that, of course my strike rate is going to go up. At one stage it was less than 50, but now it's slowly going up. And I think if I play for another 10-15 overs, it will be up to that 65-70 range, which is... Or am I already there? I have no idea. And look at that, now the 2, I've been running 2s and... Oh, this is the last ball, so I'll just stay there. And Leach again, he has a short mid-wicket and he has a slip, 2 attacking fielders, but everyone else is there to stop the boundary, to let me get a single and get Stark on the striker's end. I'm not gonna allow that to happen. Can I run 2? That was so badly timed. The strike rate of 58, only 8 boundaries. 125 overs done, 479 for 7. I am closing in, just inches away from a double hundred, very well deserving double hundred as well. We've been batting for God knows how long. This has been a marathon innings for sure. Now Leach has decided to attack a little bit more. He has a short leg, a slip, a short mid wicket, a gully, but still about 6 fielders on the boundary line to stop the boundary. I don't know what they're stopping. I've scored like 8 boundaries. I've batted for like 12 hours or something. Full toss, but I couldn't find any gaps anywhere, so just hit it straight. And because it was a full toss, and because of that I timed it really well, it'll only give us 1. This is a one-day field where they don't have anyone on the leg side and they just keep bowling outside the off stump. I try to come across and loft him over fine leg. Not a single thing worked there. I didn't get any elevation, no timing, nothing. No power of course, but no wicket either, so I guess I am the winner still. Can I come back? Start. Come on. Of course he can. He is just pull it. But now I think England have noticed that and they are throwing to my end again and again. Stokes is like, just declare. You have 500 runs. What are you so scared of? Another attacking shot along the ground. Does not work. It gives me 2. And again, this time slightly about 10% better time. I don't know why I'm trying to do that. I wanted to play a attacking shot along the ground. He decided it was time to play I don't know, Liam Livingston's type shot over the umpire's head straight down the ground. 194, just one massive hit away. If that ball lands in the stands, I have reached my double 100. Oh god, what happened there? Through my legs, I think. That ball was a mystery for delivery. And now Leach is trying to get me stumped, or what is he trying to do? My right foot is always out of the crease. The keeper isn't bothered, so neither am I. On the pads again, this time some bat on it. And I think I should be able... Nope. Because I am running to the danger end. And if I get out on 194, that just would not do. No way. He is aiming for my pads. But the problem is I'm standing way outside the line of the stump, so he's not getting any LBWs. Stark so far has been a great partner, but he is gone. Only 2 more wickets to go. He was running very fast. He was blocking as many deliveries as I gave him. But now he's gone. 8 wickets gone. Just like so many batsmen before him, he leaves me. And now another new one comes in. He's blocked 3 balls already, but I need him to stay there for a while. We've reached our target of 500, but now I want to score even more. Just want to make sure that this is the only time we bat. I think it's all. Oh, that's a double 100. I forgot about that. 201 of 327 deliveries. The strike rate is above 60 for the first time. Wow, double 100. What an innings this has been. I've been batting and batting and batting since the second wicket fell. Now it's 8 for 511. When I came in, it was 70 for 2. So we've been there while our team has scored about 500 runs and I've scored 200 of them as well. I mean, whoever has batted with me, they've definitely scored at a faster rate. Almost everyone scored at a faster rate, but I just stuck on, batted and batted. Did not care about strike rate. The only thing I cared about was just scoring more. Trying to get that boundary through fine leg, but it's just not happening. I haven't scored a boundary in about 15 overs, I think. I've just been dealing in 2s ever since England spread their field out to me. That was when Alex Carey got out. Since then, they have had this field where 8 fielders are on the boundary line. And that has made me only run and run. There have been no boundaries, no real excitement. But the score is moving up and up. And Archer beats me with an off cutter, or I don't know what it was. It felt a lot slower than the usual deliveries, but still does not matter. I get through for a single. Nathan Lyons, 0 of 20. He is playing a gem of an innings. You cannot expect any more from a batsman who's batting at number 9. And a miss. I'm sorry, he's batting at number 10. 8 wickets gone. I hadn't seen that. Oh, we only have 2 more wickets, right? So I think I probably should be a little more attacking. Why are they throwing these deliveries to my end? I was a goner there. If the keeper was about 2% quicker than that. Let's just try to play through the leg side. Now he bowls on the offside, so I have to go straight. I wanted to hit it in that gap between square leg and mid wicket. Either that gap or hit it as straight as I can, because long off is at wide off. There is a gap there. Let's see if we can find it. He bowls it short though. Could have played a back foot lofted punch. That would have been a highlight of an already special innings. Whacked. No timing again. Look at that poor ball. That must have Felt bad as well when you time a ball that badly. You feel like you've hit an iron rod. Look at that for a wagon wheel. Of course, 212 runs almost everywhere. Just need to finish this innings off with a Dil scoop. We'll have done it all. Stokes once again comes back in. Broad 30 overs. Every single one of their bowlers must be so tired by now. Look at that. Almost a lollipop of a cotton ball. In an attempt to hit a boundary straight. Is that out? Wait, what? Oh, it hit Nathan Lyon. I thought it was a direct hit. It was very close to the stump as well. And again, the umpire is dodging these balls like it's a boxer punching his face, because he's like bobbing and weaving. Look at that. Finally a boundary. I didn't even notice that because of the umpire's antics. I got a boundary after God knows how long. That boundary felt special. I think it has been about 20 overs since I've scored a boundary or more. Comes across. That flick finally works. Finally. Yes, it will give me a boundary. He tried to stop it with his leg, but instead he just kicked that ball right into the boundary. Another boundary. 2 overs, 2 boundaries. For 20 overs I scored 0 boundaries. Things are changing. We are nearing 600 runs. I mean, England, who won the toss, chose to bowl first, must be feeling just great by now. Look at that. Absolutely the worst timing possible. Cannot even run a 2. The bowler goes and picks that ball up. And that was an attempted cover drive. Whenever you play these shots, the ball will go exactly where you want them to. That's a lofted chip shot. It went exactly where I wanted it to go. Straight and to the boundary. 230. Can we get to 250? And Broad comes back with an express Yorker almost outside the off stump. And then on drive again. Like so many times before, we'll get 2 again, I think. Yep. Nathan Lyon, 31 deliveries, 0 runs. The perfect innings by a number 10 batsman. You cannot ask for more. Whenever I give him strike, he just blocks the rest of the over. Does not get out. And the next over I can come in. Look at that. 32 balls, 0 runs. Now I have an entire over. I can score like 6, 7, 8 runs. And then give him strike for a ball or 2. And he just blocks them. No problem. Oh, a chip shot that was chipped a little too much. Played it a little too early. That's why the ball ballooned up. But still 2 runs. That's the end goal. 4 or 2. Nothing in between. Again, come on, run Nathan Lyon. They are throwing to my end. They're making me run and dive after I've scored 230 runs. That is just not fair. And again, I think I can count. Nope. Being a little too cheeky there. Trying to run 2 of that ball. 142 overs gone. 548 for 8. And I'm nearing 250 as well. Stokes comes back in. He's bowled only 15 overs. He should have probably bowled more. But since he's a captain, he can take as much rest or as little rest as he wants. Everyone else is bowled like 30 overs. They must be so tired. And here is Stokes who's bowled only 15. Wow. 138 Ks but missed that by a mile. I'm trying to hit that ball. Hit anything actually as straight as possible because that's the only major gap. Now I don't know what I'm doing. I wanted to play that on the front foot, try to squeeze it through point for a couple of runs. Flicked and I almost thought it went in the gap, but nope. I get off strike. Nathan Lyon 0 of 36 and he survives and he gets a single. He's off the mark after 38 balls. Flicked and flicked really well, but I don't think it'll go for 4. The fielder cuts it off and I barely get through for 2. I am tired. I faced 360 balls. The strike rate is now looking awesome. because of the amount of twos I've taken. This time I'll probably stick to only one. And through square leg, that was an attacking shot. But it is kind of hard to get good timing on those shots. I've almost never timed them well, especially when I'm trying to hit them straight. Now on 245, can we get to 250 in this over? Wow. Nathan Lyon has almost faced 50 balls and scored exactly one. Someone give this man an award. I'm getting more inside edges, plays and misses than ever. I don't know how that is happening. The more time I bat, the less well I bat. I have no clue what's happening. That's been hit, and of course timing is so bad. The bowler goes back and collects it, but I think we can come back for two. Yes, we will. Open the face. Nicely played. Lovely shot. That was actually such a beautiful shot. Only one, but still I love that shot. Look at it. Just dug that out. Open the face. I just love that shot. I don't know if that is new because I don't think I've seen that a lot. 249, let's go. Shot. Oh, is that off the glove? They appeal, but the umpire doesn't seem interested. What happened there? That looked like it went straight up off the glove. They are going to review it. Oh no, not on 249. And pulled. Wait, did it come off the bat and then onto the shoulder? Why are they checking for LBW? So that's not out caught. And of course it's not an LBW that hit the man's head. God. Oh my god, that is probably the worst Hawkeye use of Hawkeye you'll ever see. 249, I'm still here. Last ball, can I get a single? Yes, I can. And that will bring up 250. Of 369 deliveries. Wow, what an innings this has been. 12-4, some boundaries coming in the last 4-5 overs. Let's keep batting. We are not done. I'm going to keep batting as long as I can, as long as they'll let me. 32 overs remaining in day 2. We've batted almost 2 entire days. Edged. Flies to deep point. He'll take a single. Nathan Lyon can face 4 balls, no problem. He's faced 50 of them. Rod once again comes back in 32 overs, no wickets. How frustrating and how difficult mentally has it got to be, especially look at that. How many plays and misses has he had? He's beat me at least 15 times, but I'm still here and it's still showing 0 on his wicket column. Look at that. And he almost had a run out to his name there. At least that would have been somewhat satisfying. Now I'm even playing cut shots. But the result is the same. I seriously have to check how many 2s I've run. Wait, what? Retired hurt? 257, what happened? Wait, what? That's the first time I have seen a retired hurt, not only in Cricket 22 but in any Big and Studios game. Retired hurt? What? Let's just skip it. And England, bat, they get to only 300 and we have enforced a follow on. And they got all out. So we batted only once and still won by 55 runs. I mean, Australia don't follow on, but this time we did and we won by an innings. Well, that's the end of this video. If you want to see another epic test match, click the video on screen. For now, subscribe. It really means a lot. Thanks for watching and have a great day wherever you are.